66-year-old Janet Gooden went from retired Girl Scout registrar and grandmother of 12 to a suspected cross-border drug smuggler in a matter of minutes.
I told him, I said, "You're making a mistake." I said, "I'm the last person in the world that has anything at all to do with drugs."
Back in late April, what Canadian border agents thought was heroin was actually motor oil, tucked away here in the back of her van. But they told Gooden they tested the oil multiple times, and results showed it was heroin. On the day in question, Janet Gooden crossed the border here, where she usually does. Her daughters live just a few minutes up the road on the Canadian side, and they were all going to play bingo.
I know it was probably in one of these cubby holes.
Gooden didn't get off the hook easily. She says she was strip searched twice.
I wear a small incontinence pad, and they took that apart to tear it apart to make sure it wasn't carrying anything.
She was charged with drug possession and trafficking. She spent nearly 2 weeks in this Winnipeg jail because neither she nor her daughters had money for bail. Gooden worried she'd spend years in prison before the mix-up got sorted out.
But at my age, I probably would have never came out of prison.
You think you would have died there?
Yeah, I do.
You think that this would have killed you?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, RCMP sent the oil to a lab for testing.
And we were notified that the substance had not tested for a controlled substance.
Gooden's lawyer says the test used isn't trustworthy.
One wonders whether charges should be laid on the basis of a field test.
The federal public safety minister says he's looking into what happened.
Whether there were any errors or changes that need to be made, I'll have to wait until I receive a full report from the president of the CBSA.
As for Janet Gooden, the drug charges have been staged, so she is back crossing the border to visit her daughters. But she wants an apology from Canadian border officials, and she's considering legal action. Marissa Dragani, CBC News, Warroad, Minnesota.